Hello there.
Well, hello to you. I'm Lawrence, and I welcome you to this pretty modest channel. Today we are going to deep dive into BÁHUBALI The Beginning. This is the very first time I watch an entire film, an entire Indian film for your entertainment and also mine on this channel on YouTube. I have never watched this film before. I have watched the trailer a few years ago in 2015, maybe 16. I believe I made also a film trailer reaction to it, which I enjoyed to do. Very well made. So today the day has come to watch the entire film, and I do know that the film has got a running time of almost 3 hours. Whoa. So I really do hope that the film is going to entertain me as much as this film has entertained a lot of Indian people and non-Indian people alike. So what else can I add more to this aside? Let's watch this. Okay. This is always good to know. Our financiers, thanks to Kim's, the Spala, digital partners, wow. Okay, this is a very long list of acknowledgements, I have to say. Oh. I'm not used to this long acknowledgement section before the movie starts. I'm used to see always trailers and ads in theater, I mean. So let's start this experience, watching experience, Dharma Productions. Am I in frame? Yes. Rajamouli film. BÁHUBALI The Beginning. I had to make sure the subtitles are in, because this is in original language, or one of the dialect, Indian dialect. Nice tune. Kuntala Kingdom. The Bandit's Fort. The River of Life. This is she hurt? Looks like so. Oh yeah, she is. What happened? I believe she's running away from someone. There they are. Whoa. She can fight. Oh, careful! Ooh. Catch it. Yeah. Nice looking effect. Or should I say effects? Because there are many. Mahendra Bahubali. Oh. Did she die? Oh, not yet. What are you waiting for, indeed? Get the baby. And the woman. Don't forget the woman. What about the woman? Huh? Couldn't he save both? Yeah, she was a warrior. Dying by saving her child. No way! She's giving up the baby. Yeah, okay. Better not to argue with her in regards to this topic. Ghosts? Demons? Up there? Well, I suppose she has to tell him anything in order to scare him not to go up there. But it seems that he's not that afraid. At all, he isn't. So he grows up. Ooh. And now he has become a man. What does that tell you? If you have a goal, go for it. It's just as simple as that. Not this time, maybe. This time he will be succeeding. By jumping? Fly, Bahubali, fly! Oh, 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 yo. Woo! Almost. Shiva, 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 Shiva. I have no idea what Indian dialect this is. Yeah. No way! Okay. How is it pronounced? Sage or Sage? The name of the bearded man, old man. What is he doing? Blasphemy! Stop it! Wait for it. The celestial, which makes his head shine with those soft waves, and his forehead shining like a brilliant fire, and the crescent of moon. It's too quick. Woo. The subtitles goes on too quickly. This is the Indian Hercules. The man with the strong arms. Indeed. Perfect way to describe him. Interesting camera angle. How much does this thing weigh? I suppose pretty much. We got too much light in the frame. Oh, okay. That's a neat idea. Let's dance to it. Oh, what's that? A mask. Where does it come from? Yeah, of course, in mysterious ways. Of course. Hi, Lord Shiva. Good question. Looks like a woman. He's an artist too. All right, let's try it again. Who's this beautiful butterfly? This can't be real. It has to be a dream. Nice looking locations, though. I did make a reaction to one of these songs from BÁHUBALI. Go find it on my channel. Oh! One wrong step and you fall. We're not BÁHUBALI though. So is he dreaming the whole thing, or is he following something? Whoa. Killer of fear. You made it. So again, was the whole a dream, or was she alone a dream? Yeah. Great looking scene, anyway. Oh, the winter has come. Who's this? Ooh, the bad guys again. Do not fear, girl. BÁHUBALI is here. Don't get him, BÁHUBALI. What? Wow. Okay, this is surprising. Ooh! Ah, now! Now I see. Was that a trap? Yeah, it was a trap! I love to see a strong female character, especially in Indian films. Well, so is she a good guy or a bad guy? Friend or foe? Intriguing. I suppose BÁHUBALI is going to find out. Devasena. Devasena? So this is where the mask comes from. Oh, so attachments, they are not into attachments. Like the Jedi. Oh, why not? The slave throne of Mahishmati. Katapa. Who's Katapa? Oh, this is Katapa. blades coming from Persia. Persia. Wow. It's got balance. Well balanced. Oh. Why is that an insult? Watch out, Katapa. Not really. Oh! Okay. Not a very good sword, after all. So is he a slave or not? He's a privileged slave. Indeed. Yeah, he's a very privileged slave. Look at those fish. What is he doing? Gorgeous looking woman. Avantika. Oh, what's this? It's not that way. That's not fair. Okay, let's be ready. Oh, what happened to his arm? For being a CGI bull, not bad. Yeah, we know this is CGI. At the corner we see we see we can read CGI. We know that. We got an eye for it. Oh, he's not done yet. Oh. Now he is done. Oh. Get a medic or something. Is Devasena his daughter or? What? So he's the baddie. He's the bad guy. Not that hack means this. So funny. So he keeps her in prison because he's disappointed. She doesn't love this guy. Whom are we talking about? Creepy sound, music. He's silent like a cat. Not bad as well for being a CGI snake. She's got quite discipline. What's this? Who did this? She suspects something. There he is. Woo! Wasn't it evening before? And now it looks like to be morning. The sun is shining all of a sudden. What a girl. Indeed, she's got something. Ha! She's a smart girl. Shall I tell you? It's as simple as that. Let's fight. This is the so-called foreplay, isn't it? She's in shock. Or something like that. He's giving her a nice looking makeup. Undressing her. Or dressing her up. Yeah, he's given her a total different look. Oh. So the woman in his dream was her, if I'm not mistaken. Oh. Let's come to the singing section of any Indian film. Almost every Indian film. Like we get to see in all Walt Disney films. Especially the classic ones. Nice looking set. Oh, they combine together. Hence, they belong together. Let's make love together. Oh, what's wrong? Oh, yeah, she has a mission to accomplish. You don't hit a woman. Well, you can try to attack BÄHUBALI. I suppose it won't work. Let go of this horse. What was that? Oh, shit. There are too many of them. Smart move. Oh boy. And now? No, no. Really? Truly? Whoa. Ooh. Whoa. Did you enjoy the ride? Well, yeah, okay, but why did you do that? Okay. So her obligations are now his. I have spoken. So this is the mother, I suppose, of I don't recall her name. The love interest of BÄHUBALI. Am I wrong? Yeah. All CGI. I mean, the horse is CGI. Good to know. Good to know the animals are CGI and not real. What? What? This woman is Bahubali's mother? The woman we saw at the beginning? She looks so different. Like another person. I'm confused. Poor slaves. Oh my gosh. It's falling, it's falling. Crazy, man. Now BÄHUBALI saves the day, or the statue, better said. He does the work of 1,000 men. BÄHUBALI, BÄHUBALI, BÄHUBALI. Say that word, say that name, and you get the strength of 1,000 men. What's happening here? Okay, what happened? This was a very how you say that? Very abrupt cut. Sudden cut. Abrupt. Does that word even exist in English? Abrupt. A sudden cut into the next scene. Mahazena. Yeah, you got a problem, pal. Impossible. Not me. It's him! There are just too many slow motion scenes in this film. Oh, you scratched him. This shouldn't be a problem for a BÁHUBALI. Is BÁHUBALI indestructible? You certainly know that. I don't know. Yeah, she's your mommy. What kind of horns of horn sound is this? Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, take her to safety. Now she's safe. Finally. There are no obstacles for Bahubali, it seems. He can accomplish whatever he wants. Watch out, Bahubali, watch out. Ah, you got distracted. Oh. So he's got his limits as well. And he can bleeding. Okay, so he's a normal man. After all, a strong man, but he's not as undestructible, unbreakable. don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Now, that's my man. Unleash your hatred, your power. This is what you get when you try to when you try to to hurt your mother. Yeah, sure. Oh, poor horse. Was that CGI too? I didn't see any logo below in the corner. Is Katapa a good guy or not? I'm confused. Go get him! Did he lost his strength? His power? What's wrong with him? Why is he so weak? Ooh. How? The head is off and he's still running. I think he's going to die. The loyal slave Katapa. Or maybe not. Oh. I present to you the new ruler. Right, you're a demigod. Demigod. Oh. So this is not the mother. Ha 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 ha. How funny. So Katapa was a loyal servant of the royal family. I'm confused now. This is the mother of Bahubali and the other bad guy who's ruling, right? So who's Devasena? I don't get it. Who gave birth to these two men? Whoa! Uncle? Oh. I'm again confused. Is this an alternate timeline? We know he grows up somewhere else, and now we see him growing up as a royalty. Yeah, it's confusing. At a certain point, it becomes difficult to follow the storyline. Or is this how it should have been? Have I missed something, maybe? Oh. Or maybe it isn't BÁHUBALI what we see in this narration by Katapa. Is this the father of BÁHUBALI we see in the beginning? It's confusing, truly confusing. Because everyone else, the mother, Katapi is younger. Let's bring the girls. This is a must in each Indian film with dancing elements. Let's eat something. I was starving. The movie is pretty long. Indeed it is. Alright, I have no idea what this specific scene has got to do with the main content, the main subject of the film. But anyway, alright, we are in the movie again. Oh, and this is a snack in between the lunch and dinner. And I need my lunch in between. Did he want to save him? They look like orcs. Half orcs, half caveman. I still don't get it. Is he the same Bahubali? Or is this his predecessor? Or his father, maybe? It's, yeah, again, very confusing. Wise words. What is the need to sacrifice another being? Creatura. He's ambitious. Man, you're ugly. What a joy in his eyes. How does that work? Oh, got it. The meaning of this. Whoa. Hold strong, people. They can fly. Oh. trident strategy sounds dangerous. It works. Sometimes it appears to be some unfinished sequences, CGI sequences, here and there. Oh. Yeah, this changes quite a lot of things. What the hell is he doing? Is he crazy? Okay, nice strategy. Whoa. Impaled. Sorry again. They crossed the line. The tide turns. Did they win? No. Did they win? Barbarians. They are. So, Bahubali's soldiers, warriors, lost. Oh. CGI arrow. It's pretty convincing though. A little bit of motivation is everything you need sometime. Stunt. Astonished. A stunt. I create a new word. A stunt. Oh, this cutting tool works for sure. Whoa. Impressive. Well, this dude is also very strong. Heal already. Give up. You are finished, guys. Dead. So proud. Someone is very disappointed. This doesn't make him the right ruler. Damn true. That is the difference between the two. If you save one life, you will be called by the god. Her word is law. So this is why they set up to kill BÁHUBALI, the baby. I still don't get it where we are here. This is the past with a grown-up BÁHUBALI. So now we are in the present day. He is no more. The Savior is no more. So the first BÁHUBALI wasn't him, obviously, logically, and oh, now I get it. So Katapali killed the first BÁHUBALI, whose son is the BÁHUBALI, the second BÁHUBALI, also the whose son is he? It's again, I'm very confused. I know now that there were two BÁHUBALIs. The first one has been killed by I can't remind the name of the slave. Part 2 coming in 2016. Yes, it's... Wow, my hair! Look at that! Anyways, give me the chance to say some words, some thoughts. It's a very long film for its subject. I would have not even cut this film. I would have condensed the script at a max of 2 hours, maximum, not beyond that. I believe even a running time between 1 hour and a half and 2 hours would have been enough to tell the story. 2 hours, over 2 hours, and even nearly 3 hours is just too long. There are many films, or a few films, which are able to carry the subject on a very entertaining way throughout 3 hours. For instance, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, just to name a few. The story is intriguing enough, but again, not enough to justify a film of almost 3 hours. The performances are okay. The main character delivers, although it can't be established a connection which allows me to relate with the character in any way or form. Actually, none of the characters do accomplish that, except maybe for the Katapa character. Actually, it's the only character to whom I could feel empathy for his inner struggle, his human inner conflicts, his remorse, his guilt feelings. In fact, to me, it's the one and only truly well-written character of the entire movie. A little bit closer to the more three-dimensional character of Katapa comes the character of Avantika, getting me to kind of relate with her issue. Unfortunately, her character does lose her importance for the character and the story. In regards to all other characters portrayed in a rather two-dimensional way, maybe this is normal in Indian filmmaking. I'm used to watch American films or European films, more American films than European films, and American films do that better. They truly are able to connect the audience with the character and the story, getting the audience to get invested in the story and in the characters. This is how it should be and how it works. The film has got plenty of action scenes, great looking ones, especially the fight scenes and battle scenes are well delivered. In regards to the visual effects, there are a few which look pretty convincing and a lot which do not, unfortunately, look very convincing. They look pretty cheap, I have to say, considering the amount of money they spent for these effects. The music sounds good, and I'm mainly talking about the musical score, not the songs. They actually did drag me off the movie. Obviously, these songs and dancing scenes are kind of a tradition in Indian filmmaking. I'm aware of that. Dramaturgical speaking though, these kind of scenes do feel out of place and do slow down the film, at least from my perspective. I'm mixed about the music. In some scenes, the music sounds great and epic, very symphonic and cinematic, and somewhere else, in other scenes, not that overwhelming, not that engaging, not to mention fitting to a scene. It sounds like a copy and paste music onto a scene, having hence the feeling the music doesn't fit indeed into the scene. we see into the visuals. The editing looks okay. There is nothing to complain really about the editing. Everything seems to have its fluidity and continuity. The production design looks fairly amazing, as so impressive. The same applies to the cinematography. All the scenes are well shot, except maybe for those shots involving visual effects. The director delivered a great job for pulling off this kind of film. Not in every and each scene the direction feels right or looks right. The intention though to deliver something great is certainly there. Is it a movie I would watch again or more times? No, because it's not entertaining enough for me. If it's for you, that's great. But for me, the film isn't that entertaining, isn't that engaging, isn't that connecting, and I love historic films such as Gladiator, Ben-Hur, the Bible, King of Kings, love them. But in regards to this film, I had my difficulties to get into it the way I should have. All the visual effects in the movie cost nearly $13 million. It's true that filmmaking is no easy job, especially when it comes to make a film of a high and grand grandeur. But the director, S.S. Rajamouli, has proven that nothing is impossible of Indian filmmakers, provided that they have the technology, actors, and of course, a story that can make a film work. BÁHUBALI The Beginning is a perfect example of this thing. The film took almost 3 years to make, and the name BÁHUBALI means the one with strong arms. The film's current domestic success almost makes international revenues irrelevant, but the sheer scale and grandeur of the storytelling could be enough to attract a wider mainstream international crowd. Audiences might be disconcerted by a tone that veers between the sincerity of Exodus, gods and kings, and the cheesiness of the Scorpion King. Did you know that for the brutal warriors of Kalakeya, Madhan Karki created a language called Kilikili or Kiliki with 748 words and 40 grammar rules, said to be the first fictitious language to be created for an Indian film character. This language is heard in all versions of the film, regardless of the dubbing of older dialogue. In this language, basic words were first made up and opposites were represented by word reversals. For example, me was min and you was nim. The language with 100 words was called click to highlight its simplicity. From the very first scene, the film makes an impact on viewers. As the film keeps unfolding, entertainment level increases. It can be said that what seemed to exist only in imagination has come to be true in BÁHUBALI The Beginning. Technically speaking, it's perhaps the most brilliant Indian film enjoyable on the big screen. The director has created a sweeping, breathless, gloriously overblown adventure with marketable ingredients, from rip-roaring battle scenes to exotic landscapes, big-hearted romance to cliff-hanging suspense. Did you know that every time there is violence against animals in the film, an indication CGI appears in the lower left corner of the screen? This is to indicate that all the violence against animals was simulated through computer graphics and actual animals were not hurt. This is one of those rules that Indian censor board insists, like the anti-smoking warning. claimed as India's most expensive production with a budget of $40 million, the handsome-looking Bahubali portrays a range of influences, from battle scenes that raise the ghost of Akira Kurosawa to storytelling in the tradition of the Mahabharata and massed armies that swim across the screen like a rerun of The Lord of the Rings. The original story, set in the 9th century, begins with a nod to the tale of Moses as a child, played by a female child, who is rescued from a raging river. Shivudu grows to maturity with the strength of Samson and the agility of Tarzan, determined to reach a kingdom at the top of a steep, slippery mountain pummeled by ferocious waterfalls. When he finally does, he finds himself drawn to feisty warrior princess Avantika and discovers that his destiny is to rescue the princess Devasena or Devasena, who has been held captive for the past 25 years. Did you know that The Beginning became the first Indian film to be nominated for the Saturn Awards, receiving 5 nominations at the 42nd ceremony, including Best Fantasy Film and Best Supporting Actress. At the halfway point, the film moves into flashback mode to reveal the events of half a century earlier, when civil war and dynastic conflicts led to Baladeva becoming king of Mahismati or Mahishmati. Gradually, we learn of Shivudu's true identity before the film really embraces its Lord of the Rings heritage, for a vast battle that occupies the final third of the film. Filmed on locations in Kurnool, Kerala and Ramoji Film City in Hyderabad, the film is a visual feast, featuring a mountain plummet to escape an oncoming avalanche, a wrestling bout between a man and an extremely large bull, the erection of a giant golden statue, and an inferno created from burning bales of hay. Rajamouli never lets the energy or pace flag in a film that manages to feel reasonably brisk considering its running time in excess of 2.5 hours. Did you know that Bahubali on the first day of its release collected $10 million worldwide, which was the highest opening ever for an Indian film until Kabali surpassed it in 2016 by earning $12 million. Coming to performances, Prabhas is quite energetic and he fits in the provided roles. Tamanha looks quite amazing and does very well and has a role never seen before. Anushka Shetty also does well in a little explored role. Satya Raj does very well as he has a good character and he delivers. Besides, Rana Dakubati also seems energetic in his character. Nasser, Ramja Krishnan and others too do their respective parts quite well. Other performances veer towards the melodramatic. There are a fair number of wide-eyed and flared nostril moments, but Satyaraj creates a more complex character in Katapa, a royal bodyguard whose loyalty never falters, despite his personal sympathies resting far from the side of his master. Did you notice that plot hole? How does Devasena know about her child being alive? Coming to the music, you get to hear a pleasant music as a trademark of every film of Rajamouli. The type of romance you get to see in almost every Rajamouli film too is presented here. The film's every element is so good that you will end up falling in love with it. Coming to the action scenes and the technical department, which are the main highlights of the film, The film scores a 100% in every context. There is not even a single scene where you will get a chance to blink. The war episodes, action scenes from the beginning to end are really worth praise. It can be said that it's another excellent film from the director who made Magadira. Did you know that Bahubali marks the first time Indian filmmakers have collaborated with AMD processors for VFX and animation, visual effects and animation, and over 5,000 junior artists worked for 200 plus days for the war scene in the first part. It took 200 days to construct all the sets in the movie and 20 acres of land with 1,000 men working on it per day. And it took almost 1 year for pre-production work, which was the longest for any Indian movie to date. The large-scale palaces, forts and waterfalls were all created for the movie. Usually a 24-foot high scale set is created, but for this movie the makers decided to go for 45-foot high scale sets. Coming to the story and screenplay, it's here very well in the part 1. However, since it's a 2-part film, you will have to wait for part 2 to find the entire story. Still, the way the film ends will leave you thinking what would be in the next part. But you will surely not forget this one. It's also true that for watching the conclusion, you need to watch the beginning. It's a good trend by the director to make films into parts so that the viewers enjoy both. The broad brush strokes, storytelling, and the director's over-fondness for slow motion sequences are among the film's less effective achievements, but this is still a rousing, easily accessible epic piece of movie entertainment. Did you notice that character mistake? When Bahubali was born at the time, Katappa was nearly 30 years old. When Bahubali gets younger, then Katappa should be nearly 50. And when Shiva or Shivudu becomes young, Katappa should be 70 years old. But throughout the movie, he is shown around 30 to 60 years old only. Overall, Bahubali The Beginning is an energetically made, well-developed, well-shot, and executed entertaining film that certainly deserves a watch. At any rate, this is going to be the biggest classic in the history of Indian cinema for sure, and for a long time. And what are your thoughts? Did you like this film? Did you love this film or dislike it? You are enabled to express your mind and feelings below. Alright, I'm gonna ending it here. If you are interested in a full review plus insights of this film, you can find it on Patreon. Thank you all for taking the time to watch this with me. If you like this video and its content, you just thumbs up. And if you got more of these you want me to get through with you, you may send me your suggestions this way. If you like to engage my joyful yet time-consuming work here and to push the channel forward in terms of some financial freedom, better equipment, and editing tools, I would very much welcome you in the Patreon Brotherhood anytime. Right, Robbo?
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
Feel free to subscribe if you are new to this channel. Stay tuned, go beyond, and you are going to see me once again next time. Keep well. Hello you. Hello you. Hello you. Hello you. Hello you. I'm Lawrence, and well, hello to you. I'm Lawrence, and I welcome you to this pretty modest channel, provided that they have provided that they have the technology, actors, and of course a story that can make a film work. By the way, but the sheer scale and the grandeur of storytelling could be enough to attract audiences might be disconcerted. Audiences might be disconcerted by a tone that veers between the sincerity of Exodus, Gods of Kings. Did you know that for the brutal warriors of Kalakaia, Madhan Karki created a language called Kilikili or Kiliki? The director has created a sweeping, breathless yarn filled with marketable ingredients. CGI appears in the low. This is one of those rules that Indian censor board insist. Claimed as India's most expensive production with a budget of $40 million, played by a female child, played by a female child who is rescued my god rescued. Sometimes I just can't pronounce it right.
To rescue.
Rescued maybe? Rescued. Determined to reach a slippery mountain. How do you pronounce a mountain? Mountain. Pummeled by ferocious foe. When he finally does, he finds himself drawn to feisty? How do you spell feist? Feisty. Featuring a mountain plummet to escape an oncoming avalanche. Avalanche? How do you pronounce this? Avalanche! I got it this time! Avalanche. Rajamouli never lets the energy or pace flag in a film that manages to film. Anushka Shetty also does well in a little explored role. Satyaraj creates a more complex character in Katapa. How do Devasena How does Devasena know about her child being alive? It took 200 days to construct all the sets in the movie and 20 acres. Acres? Acres. Yeah, I got it almost right. Coming to the story and screenplay, it's here very well in the part 1. It's here very well. It's here very well in the part 1. Did you notice that character mistake? When Bahubali was born at the time, Katappa was nearly 30 years old. When Bahubali gets younger, then Katappa should be nearly 50. Overall, Bahubali the beginning is on a